really popular. Okay, this is for Honest A. Honest A, listen. That last video, we couldn't really see all of it because you was all over the place. I mean, you were basically throwing everyone else underneath the bus, but that has nothing to do with us. Everything that you said, we knew. I mean, we knew. We don't put out everything because we'll be here forever, but we knew about all that fucking shit. And we even did a video with Shitstain and Kobe Bryant and all the allegations. You didn't see that video? We did a whole fucking video on that. So you are way behind the curve. See, the part that you're not getting is this. You keep discussing other people's actions, and it's not their actions we care about when it comes to you. Take responsibility for your actions, you see? So you fucked up when you got attention high, right? Because you started off, wanting to go after the bullies and try to get dirt from them and then send it to us. You were trying to do the right thing. But then as time went on and you was going on to live after live after live stream, you began to like the attention. And that's what happens to a lot of tyrants. That they start to enjoy the attention, even though it's for a negative purpose. But you enjoyed it. So now, you want to boost your channel up. You want to go on Birds Live and degrade other people because you want that attention. You're like another attention whore. And you strayed away from the idea of helping. Now, you are helping, but you're helping the wrong group. But then, the one stupidest shit that people do is, you knew how we work. You know what we do, and you think by siding with them, the ones that we are tearing down, is going to help you? There's certain people you just don't go after. You know what I'm saying? There's some people just, I'm going to stay out of that range. But now you got our attention, okay? So, all that shit you're talking about, irrelevant. You've been called worse names? I should hope so, because we called you a snake. So if you think, that's the worst we can call you, brother, you have no idea. When we get everything settled, you're going to really hear the words. And by the way, thank you for, corroborating that you do work, right? You said you work? That's a good thing. That's a good thing. So we need you to grow. So let me just say this in regards to the comment that we said about you growing. This is going to be a perfect mind bender for you. The more you grow means that your door is open. And you're not going to know who is walking through that door. And just know that one of us will be us. And we will squeeze you for everything. We are going to be your friend. We may donate a couple of dollars here and there like we do with other people. Just to garner the friendship. But it's a Trojan horse type of thing. And you should know that very well because, you did that for us when you went to speak to Lou about trying to get information, right? Isn't that what you did? That Trojan, you went in there, hey, I'm your friend, hey, I don't mean anything. But by the way, where do you work? What is your work experience? Blah, 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 blah. You see what you did there? So now your door is open. So now you have to think to yourself, who is going to burn you? It could be Port and Fullerton. Now, Port and Fullerton is a snake. By nature, he's a snake. But you should know about snakes, right? So you have to look at this. We're going to leave this with you. Think about this. You were trying to help us get information on Paul. And you told us little nitbits that we already knew. But you were going to dig further. And now Paul knows that. But the thing about it is this. Is that you was trying to feed information to us. Which is the worst anyone can ever do. Toward a person that is going to be considered an ally. Because we go to call the police, we contact lawyers, we contact jobs, we contact neighbors, family members. It's basically a full exposure. You were inadvertently trying to ruin his life. To the point where he could have lost his job, his reputation would have went down the fucking drain. And you did that to him. Well, almost did it to him. Well, not really, because there's some things that were useful. But do you think that he's going to forget about that? That you were at a point where you were going to destroy him, right? So right now, he'll be friends with you. He'll forgive you. But a snake is a snake. And right now, a lot of people don't like snakes. So you open your doors. You gain your subscribers. And the bigger you grow, the more exposure we're able to inflict on you. What kind of exposure would it be if you have one subscriber? You have thousands and thousands. Woo! That's a lot. So all that blah, 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 blah is bullshit. Alright? Because at the end, it's you. You did this to yourself. You. Mark this day. A lot of people don't like when they say that. Mark this day because it's the day your life changed. Remember that. And let me give you one last thing. When you were trying to say Rick Crude and News Not Houston and blah, blah, blah. Well, it's funny because if you look at this picture right here, you were friends with News Not Houston. You was chatting with him. And that was a video when he already announced the allegations against him. Everyone already knew what he was about. But yet, you were on his fucking, his live chatting. I mean, how did that happen? So, what are you going to say? Right there. Channel up and coming. That's what he was starting to discuss, that he was going to splinter off and his son was going to make a channel because, he was under attack and all that. But we want you all to see this. This for the rest of you. That a lot of people supported News Not Houston. But when the heat got so hot, they all bailed on him. But they knew who he was, and that's one of the things he was angry about. How they just flocked away because people started to, go after him for what he did. That then they decided to go away because these videos that News Not Houston was doing was I'm innocent, and they all backing him up. Listen, we told you we have screenshots of everyone, and we're considering to make a video on everyone that knew after they made their announcement, right? Like this person right here. after the announcement, other videos where he was discussing the case, you see who was there? Do you see who was there? But now you're gonna say, well, I didn't know. You fucking knew, you fucking piece of shit, because he was on the news. But anyway, so how the fuck are you gonna say you did not know if he was a child molester or not? It was on the news. He was the number one. He was one of the top auditors out there that everyone in the auditing community knew about, heard about, wanted to actually audit. Like you did. You wanted to audit with him because that's how popular he was. So as popular he was, when that hit the fucking damn airwaves about him being a molester, everyone knew about it, including you. Because it's obviously you knew because you was commenting on his fucking live after he discussed the new allegations. So obviously you was following him. Obviously you was following his alerts. So when you get his alerts and you see him explaining, oh, I'm innocent, and you still went and commented, yeah, that says something. But you see, people started to get on you, and you didn't like that negative press. So you bailed. But you bailed because of the pressure, not because of your morality. Because you're a garbage piece of shit, deadbeat fuck. That is who you are. But because of pressure, like every other tyrant, they back away. So remember that. So Honest Abe, what? You are trying to associate us with News Now Houston based on Rick Crew stating that he is okay with us. His words, but we got you yourself, speaking to News Now Houston. A direct line, straight to the front of the line. So Honest Abe, fuck you. And guess what? It's coming. It's coming, brother. It's coming. I'm telling you. Just like we're telling Paul. Paul thinks he's sliding. But Paul, haven't you noticed that your name keeps coming up with a lot of other fucking snake shit? Your name, somehow or another, keeps popping up when we start to talk about snakes. You see what I'm saying? so, okay, lastly, a lot of people did get to see the video that we posted yesterday in regards to depression. We were surprised, but the video was mainly geared toward one person. All we needed was that one person to see it. And we wanted to give them a different insight, a different way of seeing, certain events. Now, we want to say this. That video we struggled with because that video should have had more of a emotional support type thing, don't worry, they love you, and that type of sympathy type of aspect to it. But we purposely stayed away from it. We wanted the video to just be technical in what we were saying because we didn't want to trigger the other person with a lot of emotional trigger words where they're going to start to reminisce and start to think and start to cry. So we didn't want that. We wanted the video to stay on the technical side. At the end, we did start to go a little bit there. We struggled there, but we felt that because it was ending, we felt that everyone should know that, they do love, but, certain things are happening in their body that they can't control. But we struggle even with putting that because we wanted to stay technical and not trigger any emotions. So that's why there's not so much of that emotional aspect to the video. It was serious, it was technical, and that's that, and this, and that, and straight to the point with no emotional triggers. So that's what happened. So I hope a lot of people took something away from it because it's important to know that everyone suffers differently, right? And when someone's suffering, you shouldn't dismiss them, right? You should never compare yourself to them because you just don't know. Your body reacts differently. Everyone's body reacts differently. Remember, you have a pain sensor. So you can get pinched and your nerve center knows that it's not dangerous. So your signal, let's say your let's say burn, will be a slight burn. But in other people, it will turn into like a 3rd-degree burn, like they were actually literally on fire. Like that is how they feel it because their body is telling them that that's what's happening. So you cannot say that your pain is worse than someone else's pain because you don't know how their body is receiving that pain, right? You just don't know. So when someone says that shit fucking hurts and you go, well, it didn't hurt. Well, your body is a little bit more numb to that than the other person's body. But let me say this, they felt it. It was extreme to them. So that's how they felt it, and you cannot dismiss that. You cannot take that away, because that's how they felt. Simple as that, but they felt it. They felt it. So just think about that when you start to interact with other people that are coming to you for help. All right, it's not about you at that point. At that point, it's about them, and you trying to help them navigate through whatever storm they're going through. and give them help. And always keep it realistic, alright? And that's that. Again, I'm glad a lot of people saw it and got something out of it. Even if you saw it as being false, at least in your mind, you have something that you compared it to. And in your case, you can say, well, no, that's not true. But at least you got a different insight. That's what starts your mental growth. That's what expands your mind to start to see other things and start to understand other people. You don't have to agree with a person to understand them, but understanding is key. So anyway, that's that. Hey, Hannes, hey, what's up? What's up? So we're coming. Where's the coming? Just think, Trojan horse.